Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. We just turned 12 after another harrowing series of events that ended in quite a few adults passing away, including our teacher, Professor Hal, and poor Tonin, Tammy's father. You know, at least they're together wherever you go after. Before anything else, though, we have people to talk to. And hold on, I gotta look around to see if there's anything to pick up. I always forget to do that. Maybe it's just Tangent who wants to talk to us. Oh, Mars too. I don't see any collectibles. Oh. Cal. I didn't mean to talk to you, but I'll talk to you a little. Cal is sitting on the garden fence, his feet tucked into the slats, tapping away at his holoscreen. School's way more interesting when you can actually see how it matters, he says. Your mom says I can do more important stuff on the farm if I learn about crop rotation and stuff. He frowns at his holoscreen. There's more math than I thought there'd be. Alright, what do we have to give? Is it just that cake we refuse to give away? Yeah. Alright, Mars is closest to us, so let's talk to her, I guess. And furthermore, your attitude towards your elders in general is entirely disrespectful. You find Udicott delivering a scathing reprimand to Mars, who is doing her level best to look like she'd rather be anywhere else. You speak out of turn, you question the council's decisions. If you disagree with an order, you simply do not do it. I could go on. Do you need me to go on? Mars scowls. No, she replies. Udicott clicks her tongue. I honestly thought better of you, Marzipan, she chastises. You have the sort of natural leadership ability I remember from when I was a girl many years ago. Mars doesn't roll her eyes, but you get the sense it's a close call. You need to set a better example for the other children, Udicott continues. It's okay to have your own opinions, but you kids can't just do whatever you want. You have to follow the rules and respect your elders. I am setting a good example, Mars retorts, stomping her foot. Hello, the only reason we're here is because a bunch of people knew living on Earth was nonsense and decided to do something different. Udicott looks scandalized, but Mars just continues on. Maybe kids should have more authority. We're the ones with the new ideas that will take us into the future. Huh. So we're at a bit of a crossroads here. We want to be in Mars's good graces, don't we? She's our childhood best friend, we do whatever she tells us to, but we're also a little goody two-shoes, who, up to this point, has done nothing even remotely rebellious. I know we're getting a little older, but we're still very much a kid, and especially at 12, peer pressure is a very, very strong, force in one's life. So I think we're gonna score a few rebellion points. And stick by our besties' beliefs. Mars is right. See, Mars insists. Everyone agrees with me. You might be on Vertumna, but your ancient old brain is still stuck back on Earth. She takes a deep breath and for a moment seems much older. Governor Udicott, we need higher walls and more aggressive farmland clearing, and we need it now. Are we here to stay on this planet, or will we just sit around until the jungle swallows us back up? Ooh, wow. She's got some ideas to go behind the bossiness, I must say. Udicott's mouth opens and closes a few times. Then she puts a hand to her forehead. Both of you get back to your duties, she sighs. Marzipan, we'll talk about this later, in private. I don't expect that is going to usher in a shift in our attitudes towards the colonies. That was one little decision, and I'm guessing we're gonna get those loyalty points back, but... Whew, what a rush. Let's do something different for once. Alright, Tangent? Hey. Tangent is storming around the quad in front of engineering, checking notes on her holopalm, gesturing and grunting in frustration. Ugh, this is the worst. Hormonal much? No, I'm not gonna say that. What's the matter? I can't possibly, she says, her voice cracking. She seems too upset to even explain it. Professor Hal, she tries again. Hal, he was helping me with his physics chapter, and now he's... She throws her hands in the air, virtual holopalm screens flying everywhere. I can't understand this without him. This is impossible, she chokes out. Why did he have to die? Should I say I miss him too? Or give her a hug? Let's try a hug. I don't know if she'd like it, but we can try a hug. She stiffens and lets you hold her. You can feel her shaking. You think she might be crying, but when she finally pulls away, her eyes are dry. Thank you, Solana, she says. I know you're having a hard time with this as well. Nothing is easy on Vertumna. When even the adults can't protect themselves, it's obvious we're on our own out here. I don't have Organizing 30. I have Organizing 30. I don't have Engineering 30. Ugh. I've put too much into organizing and biology. I would love to help you study Tang, but I can't. Good luck. Tang nods, going back to her notes. Thank you, she mumbles. Alright. So what can we do? Is everything the same as before? We might not be able to go into engineering and learn. Let's just check. Okay, we can study. How's our stress? It's okay. Is there anything new in the depot? Nah, it's all the same stuff. So we could do our job. I'm pretty happy with the thing we have now, the piece of gear. What was it? The trowel? So I don't need to earn kudos necessarily. No, I don't want to help you with that. Whatever you're doing, Anemone. Yeah, let's keep on going to school. How far are we in engineering? Can we at least get engineering high enough that we can... Or is it reasoning? Yeah, can we at least get reasoning high enough so that we can do... Tang's little bonus... Get the card out of her? I'd like to do that. The colony is still reeling from Professor Hal's death. You're not sure who to expect when you go into class today. You take your seat in the classroom. Chief Engineer Instance is chatting near the front with Tangent, but as the class fills up, Tang returns to her seat, and Instant fires up Congruence's holo projection. Alright, listen up, Instant says. Congruence is expensive as hell to run in interactive mode, but she'll have to do as your teacher for now. I'm far too busy to be teaching children. Today, Congruence teaches you about machine learning and the development of artificial intelligences. Congruence has been a part of your life for as long as you can remember. It's hard to imagine a time when people didn't have access to such a powerful, all-knowing intelligence. How do people used to learn anything? I won't use this platform to go on a rant about how much I hate AI, and what it's doing to creative fields in particular. On the record, I don't like it, but this is the far distant future, and they seem to be using it for good. So, I will zip my lip. A card gets +1. Okay. Okay. No, I should put this first. And this is for straights. Okay. We should win. Yeah. Okay. I'm guessing this is about as good as we can do. No, best score 23. Dang. Okay. Alright. You've been having weird dreams as usual. They seem to get worse around glow. You wake up from a dream that has tears drying in your face, though you can't remember why. just that you were terrified. Whatever it was, it felt real enough that for a moment you just lie in bed with your eyes closed and try to calm your breathing. You blurrily rub your eyes and... Surprise! Oh, it's your birthday. Your dad leaps onto your bed and gives you a big cuddle. Happy birthday, little tomato head. 12 years old. Wow, can you believe it? No. Your mom answers for you, laughing as she hands you your presents. It was just yesterday Antecedent was showing me how to change your diaper. Because it's your birthday, your parents have brought in food from the canteen so you can all eat together on your bed. As you stuff your face with savory tofu chunks, you open your present. Which one is your favorite? Exotic flowers? Ooh. That's just a wild card, okay. A stuffed Xenofauna from your dad. That is no good for us. Or a photophoner from your best friend. Could be pretty good. That's pretty expensive in the shop, so... +1 to all social cards. I have a lot of those. I think I'll take this. A photophoner. This instrument is part flute and part paintbrush, and uses a Neuralink to paint holograms in the air as you play. How did Tangent know? Oh, Tangent's my best friend now. Great. What a great gift. You can't wait to practice it in the lounge. Everyone's going to love it. Play the photophoner in the living quarters. Is the photophoner like the... Yeah, it's like the holophoner from Futurama. I don't know if that's a reference or not, but I like it. As your dad clears away the wrapping paper and the dishes from breakfast, your mom folds her hands on the table and gives you a serious look. So, she says, we've been here 2 years now. I know your dad and I have always said you're in charge of your schedule, but we've been keeping an eye on you. A loving eye, your dad interjects, stuffing wrapping paper into their recycler pickup bin. A trusting, gentle eye. Professor Hal used to tell us all the time about how hard you're trying in school. Your mom continues. That's great. Your dad and I are really proud of you. Working might seem fun and grown up when you're a kid, but if you want to do more than manual labor, you'll need some book smarts too. Your dad joins you again. So, it's time to start thinking about how you're going to contribute to the colony when you're older. At the look on your face, he laughs. Don't worry, we're not going to make you get a job right now. We're just asking. What do you want to be when you grow up? A farmer, a teacher, a mom, a famous idol, or governor of Rotumna. See, I was thinking early on that I might want to go into politics. But I feel like I'm leaning more towards teaching now. We do really well in biology. But we could teach biology, you know? A teacher, like Professor Hal. I don't know how important a decision this is. I'm trying not to think about it too hard. I feel like this is the kind of thing that a kid who spends as much time in school as we have. I don't remember how I started that sentence, but it's the kind of thing a very studious child like Solana would find appealing. So I think it makes sense for her to say that, even if we don't go for it. A teacher like Professor Hal. Your mama smiles sadly. I'm sure he would have loved to hear that, she says. The colony will need someone as passionate about teaching as he was. Well, your mom starts to get up. I'm sure your friends all want to wish you a happy birthday. She stops and snaps her fingers. Oh, you might not have considered a career as a depot clerk, but Al and Bernie mentioned their daughter Mars is working there, and she needs some help. Now that people can freely order luxuries, it's pretty busy there. Sure beats up shoveling dirt, her dad laughs. If you don't take that job, you tell Mars I'll be right there. Your mom rolls her eyes and smiles. Okay. So we got jobs to think about now. Okay, first things first, I want to replace my sun medallion with a photophoner. I have enough social cards still that I think that will be... Yeah, I think it's pretty even, the split we have between these. Actually, no. We definitely have more social than mental cards, so... Yeah, I think this will be... That'll be good for us. Anyone to talk to? Anything new in any of the places? Shoveling dirt? No thanks. Depot clerk, can we look at what's going on in the depot? Yeah, we can still deliver supplies. That would probably be what the job would be. Okay. Still nothing new. Oh, the photophoner. Tang bought the photophoner that was already in the shop. I see. We can play the photophoner here. That would give us creativity and bravery. And a little bit of stress. That could be interesting. Creativity is something we could work on, but... I don't want to be brave. I want Solana to be as spineless as possible. And... I don't think we need to de-stress yet. Let's keep doing this. You know? Let's study life sciences. You're not sure what to expect from life sciences class, this soon after Professor Hal's death. He was the teacher back on the ship. Who could possibly replace him? You take your seat in the classroom. There's no teacher here yet. You and the other students wait, exchanging awkward glances as time passes. Eventually, Chief Engineer Instance breezes through the door. She's accompanied by Tang, who takes a seat beside you, barely giving you a second look. Life sciences, Instance snaps. Who can tell me what it is? She points at you. Solana, start us off with the correct answer, please. Biochem, medicine, ecology, geology. You easily rattle off the subject names. Instance doesn't look pleased, but she doesn't look disappointed either. That's about as good as you ever get from her, honestly, so you can count that as a win. Alright. Oh, we get all social cards, and they all get +1. Dang. Nope. Hold on. This is what I'm gonna want to do. Oof. Oh! Look at that. This all counts as a flush? Hold on. We don't have any straights, unfortunately. I don't think we could have gotten a straight. Oh, it's all a flush. I get the names of the different kinds of scoring confused, but a flush is all the same suit. 3 of a kind and 2 of a kind, and then a straight is when they go up. Damn. Ooh. What perk do we get? Native Botany perk. Unlock Xenobotany research in geoponics. Sweet. Can we test that out? Yeah. Xenobotany research. That sounds cool. Xenobotany lab. Hey kiddo, your dad says, looking up from his work desk where he's dissecting a huge bell-shaped flower. Can you hand me that separator? I've really got my hands in things here. You hand him the tool, which he uses to wedge open some sort of weird, stoma-like opening inside the bell. Gooey purple nectar oozes out and pulls on the desk. Whoa, he exclaims. I thought I drained this little beauty. Can you get a towel, I guess? You help him out, mop up the flower juice. Yuck. It's sticky and smells like rotting vegetables. When you're done, he looks at you with pride. You know, I've been thinking of getting one of you kids to come help me out with researching the native plants, he says. You think you might be able to break off some time to help your old man in the lab? I know you've been studying biology, he adds. It's not as glamorous as gene tech research with Instance, but it is important. He grins. Let me talk to your mom about it tonight before you go telling her. She's not a fan of alien plants, you know. If it were up to her, we'd fill these greenhouses with earth plants and nothing else, but there's gotta be more on this planet that we can cultivate. If you find any cool plants while we're exploring, bring them here and we can take a look at them. Alright, what does that do? Xenobotany. Biology and organizing. Oh! We like organizing. And it gives us money. This seems like a higher level task that we've just unlocked. Let's see. Oh, we have 20 reasoning. Friendship up with Tang, please. I don't do playing, Tang says, watching Anemone and some of the smaller children tear through the colony, chasing after a sports ball. Why would I put effort into chasing around a dumb ball, getting sweaty and tired? For fun. She shudders. I would rather spend my time doing something important. Want to study together? You and Tangent sync your holopalms and play a game together, where you race to assemble chemical compounds using a simple programming language. Tangent is a whiz at it and breezes through the levels, barely breaking a sweat. Nice. You can tell she's hiding a smile when she looks over your shoulder to help you with a particularly tricky algorithm. And we got more reasoning from it. Sweet. Biology is currently our highest. Let's see. How do we... I guess the job with Mars is literally just the delivery. Do I want to just go all in the two skills I'm the best at? Or what? It's a hard decision. Ooh, is that an item? Glittering crystal cluster. What's that? Redraw hand. Ooh. Sweet. Who would like that, I wonder? Would Tang like it? I want to impress Tang so bad. I can't decide what I want to do. We can try out. Xenobotany. And then next month we'll probably rest because our stress is getting up there. But we'll do Xenobotany. Keep building up biology and organizing, and then we'll do something else. Your dad introduces you to the little lab they have set up in one of the greenhouses. It's incredible, he says, gesturing all around him. We're surrounded by alien flora, and we know practically nothing about it. What's edible? What's medicine? What can we make fibers with, or build with, or use in ways we haven't thought of yet? He beams at you. You and me, we're gonna find out, my little potato. Your dad directs you to the research bench, and here's where you'll be working. The bench is buried under samples and beakers and weird-looking alien sprouts. More than just a simple table, the analysis bench is covered with buttons and little holes you can put things into. Let's look for the on switch. There is no on switch. Yep, you looked everywhere. Alright, let's not touch anything now. Hey, go ahead and mess around, your dad encouraged you. You won't break anything. Okay. Permission granted. From Dad. Stick something in a hole. You put one of the seedlings into a small slot in the table. A little door slides shut, then reopens. A loud brrr noise startles you. Oh no, you broke it! Your dad laughs. Nah, just kidding, you're fine. Good instincts, kiddo. Press buttons at random. You mash all the table's buttons until... Yo, 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 kiddo! It's congruence! The friendly ship's computer beams at you from her own holoscreen set into the bench. Of course she's here. She's the guardian of all knowledge in the colony, after all. You wonder who she got the yo-yo-yo from. Your dad laughs. Don't tell anyone, but congruence is the real brains of the operation, he confesses, though it's not like it's a secret. She'll make sure we don't do anything super dangerous, which means you and I get to focus on experimentation. If you follow the rules and stick to what you already know, you won't learn anything new, so don't be afraid to try stuff. Alright. One slot becomes value 2. Okay. So. I feel like that's as good as we can do. Alright, we got a straight of 3. I like the straights. Alright. And we lose. I was hoping maybe if this one went up 1, it would help us, but nah. Okay. That's pretty good. Hell yeah, we got the highest score. Biology, organizing, so much kudos, and some stress, but we're gonna make that go down. Yeah, I'm so glad we get organizing from that too. And friendship with Cal. Nice. Alright. Now we're into pollen. And let's see. Oh, Tang wants to talk to us. Tangent is deep in conversation with one of the other scientists. He seems to be consoling her, though Tangent's face betrays no emotion as he claps her on the shoulder and reassures her that she's doing really well for someone so young, and that everyone compromised some of their samples when they were first learning. He leaves, and Tangent sighs as she goes to put her head in her hands, stopping short when she realizes she's still wearing gloves. She peels them off and digs her fingers into her eyes. Should we say, "Are you okay, Tangent," or "What's up, Tang?" I don't know if she'll like the casual, but I'll try it. Tang grimaces. Just great. Well, I compromised an experiment I was working on because the vent was still open when I was spraying the workstation down with a sanitizer. She sniffs. It's so gross here, she says. I probably did that fungus a favor. Tangent takes a bottle of sanitizer from under her workbench and cleans while she speaks. There are pollen spores everywhere, she whines. And he comes over here and tells me, "It'll be okay, Tang," like it's his job to console and patronize me. I hate being patronized too. What's wrong with him being nice? Nice? I hate being patronized. Oh, that was rebellious. You both sigh in unison. I hate being young, she says bitterly. I just said that because I thought she would like it. Why don't they understand that we have higher expectations for ourselves than they do? I need to learn from my own failures. What I don't need, she continues icily, is someone to pat me on the head and tell me it's okay and the adults will make it all better. I messed up, she says. Just let me fix it. I don't make a big deal about it like I'm a child with a boo-boo. Tangent's focused. +1 if this has the highest value. Huh. No ties. Jeez. Alright. I guess we're good enough friends with her to have gotten that card. Alright, we're gonna rest, because our stress is getting up there. And if we have the option to rest in one of 2 places, I'm going to rest here, because this one, in addition to removing our stress, also gives us some friendship with Dis. And you know, even though I'm not focusing on Dis, as opposed to when the choice is between a relaxation option that gives me no friendship because unfortunately Tammy isn't around anymore, or an option that gives me some friendship, I'll take the one that gives me a little bit of friendship. Let's relax on the walls. You're sitting up on a corner of the walls when you notice something unusual. It's Dis. He's crawling out through a drainage pipe in the walls and sneaking out. You watch him carefully slide the heavy metal grate back into place behind him, then disappear into the nearby trees. What do? I guess we're not gonna get friendship with Dis, because I'm gonna call security on him. But we can sneak out in expeditions here. Ooh. You message Security Chief Rat and tell him that you saw Dis sneaking out. Thanks for letting me know, Solana, he says. This isn't the first time you've caught him. He keeps finding ways. Was it the drain pipe behind the garrison? Yeah. Honestly, it's almost better we leave that one. We know where it is, and it's in a defensible area. If we patch it up, he'll just find a way we don't know about, and that's even more of a liability. Wait, you ask him. Don't you worry he's in danger? Sure, but it's my job to worry, Rat grins. He doesn't go far. I know kids like Dis. Sometimes it's better to let someone think they're getting away with something so they don't feel the need to rebel even harder. Well, that was weird. But at least now you know how to sneak outside the walls if you feel like it. You could come and go via his secret drainpipe entrance between the sports ball pitch and the garrison pavilion. Okay. So that would be in this area, the garrison, then? Alright, do I want to get rid of any of these? No, I like having Mars's ambition, and I also don't want to get rid of... I like both of these memories. I'm going to stick with them. Yes, I'm going to keep them. Your dad comes back from work one day looking seriously under the weather. He's pale, with deep circles under his eyes, and he keeps sneezing. It's fine, he insists. It's just all this pollen in the air. It's gunking up the old air tubes. Do you remember hay fever, Flulu? We always got it back on Earth, too. Your mom frowns and crosses her arms. We did, she agrees. So why isn't it bothering me? You're a lot tougher than me, Sweet Pea, your dad says, and your mom rolls her eyes. I'm sure I just have to get used to it like you did, he continues. Maybe I'll go for a stroll outside the gates later. Really get a good lungful of the stuff. I'll feel bad for a few weeks, but after that, I'll be fine. Your mom raises both eyebrows. Outside the gates? You? Your dad shrugs. Then he falls into a fit of sneezing and can't answer. Your mom directs him to go lie down in their bed. You need rest, not machismo, she scolds him. I don't have achoo! Your dad sneezes. A macho bone in my body, Foo-Foo. And I have to fertilize the corn and the pixie beans this week. Uh-huh, your mom grunts. Your dad pulls a handkerchief from his pocket and sneezes into it a few times. Big, yelling honk sneezes that echo through your whole quarters. He pulls it away from his face, and you can tell that something's wrong. Huh, your dad says weakly, holding the handkerchief away from his face. It's bright fuchsia pink and glittering in the light. That's weird. Then his eyes roll back in his head, his knees buckle, and your mom yells for you to call Instance. Great. Chief Engineer Instance takes her dad's vitals and gives him a cursory look over, but she seems satisfied with what she sees without having to do a thorough examination. The explorers have started calling this the Shimmer, she says, shining a light down your dad's throat. He's looking a little better, but not much. It's an airborne environmental toxin, likely in the pollen fog. Dad. It doesn't seem to cause long-term damage to the body, Instance explains. She gestures in the air, making notes on her hollow eye that only she can see. I've been tracking its effects for 3 seasons now. The toxin is flushed out of the body after 3 to 5 days, and it's not contagious. She looks down at your father. What that means for you, Geranium, since you're particularly susceptible to the toxin, you should be taking better pains to avoid exposure. If you must go outside during pollen, use a respirator. Your dad smiles weakly. You got it, boss, he says. Your mom smiles and puts her hand over his. As your literal boss, I'm ordering you not to come into work for the rest of the week, she says. You're on strict bed rest. She leans in to touch her forehead to his. They stay like that, smiling with relief. I'm worried about Dad. They say he's gonna be fine, but I don't know. Not in this game. Even after 1 day of bed rest, your dad is looking a lot better. He's clearly anxious to get back out into the fields. You're gonna love this new crop, Solana. It's called a pixie bean. They glow in the dark. He's already pulling on his boots. The fields look so beautiful at night. I'm happy that we finally found something that would actually grow here that isn't soy, and more soy. I'm happy too. Okay. Mid-pollen. Oh, Tangent has more to say. We have so much to say to Tangent. Gotta do a sweep. Oh, an egg. I could give that to Anemone. Or... yeah, I'm better off just giving that to Anemone. But I'll keep it around for now. You tell Tangent you know where Dis has been going. You tell her he's been sneaking out to explore the jungle, not far away, but outside the walls. Tang looks concerned. Really? She says, wringing her hands. Is it safe? Probably not. She gives you a pained look of frustration. Thank you for being honest, I guess, she replies. She has even more to say. Your hollow palm pulses with a message from Tang. Hello, Solana. If you're not occupied, could I ask you for assistance in the lab? Thank you in advance. Tangent. Typical Tang, but her asking for help is something so rare that you can't help but head over right away. I think this is because we have a very high relationship with her. You find her hunched over a spectrometer, making notes on a hollow screen. Oh, you're here, she says, blinking rapidly. She looks like she's been awake for days, wrinkled, a little shiny, and with the wild-eyed look of someone who needs a cup of black tea. How can I help? I'm researching the Shimmer, the respiratory illness some people report during pollen, she says. I'm loath to admit it, but I need your assistance. She takes 4 vials with swabs inside and puts them into your hands. I need recent saliva samples from both you and your father. There must be a reason why he's so susceptible to the Shimmer and you're not. You share half of your genetic code with him. There must be some marker we can compare between the 2 samples. Then, she continues, pulling another vial from a rack of test tubes. Administer this to yourselves. Wait 3 days and take the samples again. The test should be able to determine if anything in your body chemistry has changed. Tang looks at you very seriously, cutting through her blurry expression. Something is going on here, she whispers. Something really, really big. I've begun to realize this is about more than just curing a disease. She squeezes your hand so hard it almost hurts. Unlocking the secrets of the Shimmer, who it affects and why, it could lead to a greater understanding of all life on Vertumna. And knowledge is more than power, Solana, it's control. I don't want to call her unhinged, that seems mean. I mean, we're her friends, we're interested in knowing what happens, how this happens. We're worried about our father, whom we love dearly. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't. I'll do it. +1 Shimmer Cure, +1 helped Tangent? What does that mean? +2 friendship with Tangent. How high is our friendship with her? 41, geez. We are besties. Thank you, Tang says. I've been researching so hard, I think my eyes are going to fall out of my head. And for what? Well, for the end of a debilitating disease is a pretty good reason. But Tang just shakes her head at herself before you can answer. We're at a disadvantage here, she mutters. We're fighting blind. We need to understand this planet if we're going to get it under our control. Okay. Dad? I have something for you. You spot your dad catching a break inside the geoponics domes. He takes a huge glug from his canteen, then upends the rest over his face. Whew, he exclaims. Wish I could take my eyes out of my head, wash them off, and pop them back in. He laughs at the look in your face. Too gross? Too gross. Sorry, kiddo. This pollen is just so itchy. Okay. I guess that's just something that happens, like, off-screen. Let's increase our organization a little bit, and our friendship with Mars. You're charged with delivering a special package from Administrator Seek at Chief Engineer Instance. The wrapping is so fancy. Seek must have nanoprinted the pretty handkerchief and ribbon specifically for this package. You can't help but stare, but Seek snaps at you to mind your own business and get to work. Yikes, alright. Touchy much? Tang laughs when she sees you in engineering holding Seek's gift. Again, she says, rolling her eyes. You try to hand her the package, but she looks at it like it's a stick of dynamite. Oh no. I don't want any part of this, she insists. Just go through those doors and give it to Instance if you want to ruin everyone's day. I'm curious. And that looks like a pretty good card. Let's open it. You tear away the pretty wrapping to reveal a small wooden carving. It's smooth and warm, and you can see where real tools shape the wood, not a nanoprinter. Seek must have put a lot of time and effort into it. It's clearly a carving of Instance. Her heart expression is instantly recognizable, even if the rest of her is, naked. Yep, she's sure naked. You quickly cover it up before someone sees you holding a naked lady doll. Ooh. Keep it, give it back to Seek, or destroy it and say you delivered it. I think we're gonna destroy it and say you delivered it. Because I get the feeling that Instance doesn't like Seek back. You detour through the nanoprinter material recycling room and drop the package into the chute. Whatever it was for, it'll be separated into its base molecules and turned into new shoes or whatever. Seek looks excited by your return. Did she like it? What did she say? You lie and tell them the Instance loved it. Seek is overjoyed and gives you a nice fat tip. Hopefully this won't come back to bite you in the butt. Yeah, I hope not. One slot will turn cards mental. Ooh. Okay. So... Oh, okay, so that takes away... Huh. That takes away the bonus from the photophoner. So maybe we want to... Okay. So that gives us 20. What about this? 22. That's even better. Okay. I was like, yeah, we can add 1 to this, but... making a 4 of a kind seems like it'll be better. So, yeah. Hell yeah. I'm glad we made that adjustment. Alright. We're at the end of pollen. I want to keep going and see what the result of Tang's experiment is. Nothing we can do? Tang is craning her head, looking around what she can see from the colony of the laboratory doors. Have you seen my brother? She asked. He stormed out of class today, again. She pinches the bridge of her nose. All I did was point out that he consistently makes the same mathematical error, and offer a mnemonic to aid his memory in the future. I don't see how I'm the monster here. Can we try to give her a crystal cluster? Okay. I want to find the thing you like, Tang. Is there anything new in the depot? We have a lot of stuff. A lot of money. Same stuff as always. +5 persuasion, +1 bonus to pairs. We do a lot of pairs. And it could help us get a card out of Mars, but I don't know. I'm not going to spend that money. Let's study a little more. Actually, I want to see... First of all, who's out here? Utopia. And I can sneak out through the drain pipe this way. Gain bravery and perception. I still don't have enough toughness or bravery to do expeditions. Solana, how's it going, little sis? Chief Severa Utopia steps casually out to bar your way while making it look accidental. Whoa there, I don't know if you're ready to head out there and join the surveyors just yet. Why don't you skedaddle and stick to sports ball inside the walls for now? She rubs her knuckles into your scalp and sends you on your way. Alright. I just wanted to see what that did for us. Should we study humanities, maybe? It would give us friendship with Tangent, and it would also give us some social skills, which I feel we've been lacking. You're running late for humanities class. When you arrive, everyone is gathered in the beanbags around the room's big holo projector. Ship's computer congruence is displayed on it. She's giving today's lesson, reading an old book of Earth poetry. You sit down next to Tang and nudge her in motion. What's up with this? Tang frowns at you. Where have you been? She whispers. Ever since Professor Hal died, Congruence has been teaching this class. Then she frowns at everything in general. They said everyone else who might be qualified is too busy. And no, they didn't ask me. What does the computer know about poetry? Yeah, you say it, Solana. I feel like Candid might not like it if I say that, though. I miss him. I miss Professor Hal. You try to keep your voice down, but Congruence literally has ears everywhere. I miss Professor Hal as well, she says, her monitor swinging over to you. He was a very special human. Wait, you ask out loud. Congruence can like people? Of course I can like people, she replies. There's humor in her, not a voice. I carried you inside of me for 20 years, after all. How could I not get attached? Oh, 'cause she is the ship. Alright, humanities. Damn, we have some good ones. Ooh! Hell yeah. For a second I was gonna not use one of those cards, because then I could, get, what's it called, doing paperwork to get an extra, but, eh. I got some creativity and some persuasion. Okay. And now it's dust. Has there been any resolution to my dad's Shimmer situation? Oh, there's a thing on the ground. A flower? You carefully pick a yellow flower. Can I give that to my dad? I don't know. I think I'm gonna end the episode here. I need to stop. Because I don't know when or if the Shimmer plot is going to get a resolution. And I think the episode has gone on plenty long. No tragedy. Thankfully, the issue with our dad being sick has somehow not ended in tragedy. So I'm grateful at least for that. Who knows what next episode will bring, though, you know? Until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more I Was a Teenage Exocolonist.